backyard. I can run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a. She wanna all day. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you.
Your sensation, my fixation.
Just tell me that it's tangible.
Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation. I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that Enzo? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My Kindle. I'm beneath though, going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my mans, a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing. I'm on. I get till I can't. Sorry, mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt, so she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Adelmar crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in the tank. I'ma pull up just to stun. Cat, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gon' do? 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 I'm finna. What you gon' do? I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guap. If I get it to pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rocks. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, the floor elevator, we facing my brad. You on deposit, the Venmo cash. Red light, yellow light, green light, go. The events, I take the bank home. I won't keep quiet, I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend called, want me alone. Got my she said be your home, and I blah. I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer. Hurt, get Bucky a goner. Hurt. All in your brain. Hurt, get Bucky a goner. What you gon' do? 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 Up and up. Stunt. Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up, come on, we got nothing left to lose. I've been there from the start, you know I'm not going anywhere. I don't give it, tell me what you want, you can get it. Tied up like a boomerang. Dried up, all talk, no bite, now
talk right now. So tell me what you want right now. You can get it. Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up. Come on, we got nothing left to lose. I've been here from the start. You know I'm not going anywhere. I don't give it. Tell me what you want. You can get it.
Hold up, I'm coming out of me, lightning bolt electricity. Blow up, staring at the seams, yeah, I see it unraveling. Pulling back the curtain, got the sun in my eye. Everybody, they've been hurting, but they push it aside. Every person is a person with a different disguise. Feels like I'm on a desert island and it's Lord of the Flies, right?
Watch out for your neck. A wrecking ball is swinging heavy. With this adrenaline, it's coming out of me, lightning bolt electricity.
Tell me what you want right now. Ooh, let everybody talk right now. Tell me what you want right now. You could get it.
Yeah, well you can get it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway in Foxborough. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the shotgun, it's May. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd down, here's May. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Looking to throw, May. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
To the air, May. Dancing to his left. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Allen. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now 2nd and 3. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2. They'll throw with May. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't.
Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back to Stevenson on 1st down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's May. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's May. Eluding the pressure right. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On second down, Davis. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. That is caught. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. Amari Cooper. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Amari Cooper, 65 yards. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive to about the 35, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing here is May. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with May. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Flushed out right. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Here's Allen. Steps away to his left. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try the middle with Cook. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing them.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 3rd and 4. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Now Allen. And this one is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, May with it. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's got some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Once more, Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots get a bit closer. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. May going to try to throw for it. Being chased out left. And he'll get in for the 2 points, as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Allen now looks to throw. Completes it to Coleman. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Second down, May rolling to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Forced out to his left. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Back deep is Brandon Codrington. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Allen. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Allen running the option to the left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Allen going to throw. Dancing to his left. He's got a man. Complete.
Look at the big fella go.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
On play action, May.
He'll buy some time right. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
Got a man, Boutte.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Pick made by Terrell Bernard.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook.
39 yards.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, that is now his fifth interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From midfield, here's Allen. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. 3rd and 5. Allen on the move to his left. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. To the air, Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And Stevenson's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's May. Steps away. Hunter Henry brings it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry, 31 yards. And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. May going to try and throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Coleman, the man in motion right. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Allen from the gun on third down. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
They'll try and throw for it. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Again, it's Cook. Taking it right down Broadway. Now he's into the clear again. He may go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 70 yards. And the Bills start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Bass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They're going on fourth down. May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans.